Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic afternoon and you enjoyed the value bet win from the kid, Track Commander at 11 to 2. We've been in fantastic form lately, guys. So keep following us, keep listening to the podcasts, and we always try and steer you in the right direction. I'm going to have the postman who's going to be tipping out at Turffontein, and I'm going to hand you over to the postman.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. And again, a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Racing comes to us from the Turffontein new course on Tuesday, the 16th of August. Guys, we had a cracker day last time out we spoke. We caught a nice little double, and around about 65 or 66 to 1. Both value bets arrived. Yeah, we certainly picked up the lolly there. The card for the Turffontein card, I think, is a little more competitive. However, I think that there are one or two fair bets. So let's go through the card together, guys. As I said, 9 races carded. We're on the new course, so draw is imperative. And the first is due off at 12:20. This is a maiden plate over 1,200 meters. And I've gone through this race. I have checked the reruns, and I'm going to go for a first timer here. I'm going for horse number 5, Puta Plata. This is a full brother to Porto Manzano. I love the way this one is bred, drawn at 5. And that's going to be my first selection. If this one goes down well, if there's a touch of support, I may even follow that support. For second, gone for the 3, Drop of Time. This is Diego de Gavea for Johan Janssen van Vuren. Of those that have run, I think this is the right one. Has had 2 fair efforts and certainly must be there and thereabouts. For third, we've gone for horse 4, Kalahari Blue. Marco van Rensburg getting the ride for Johan Janssen van Vuren. Had an average first run, but please take note that it was in a feature. So again, we certainly need to look for improvement here. Maybe throw this one in swingers and exactors. For fourth, we've gone for horse number 9. And this is Sky Velocity. JP van der Merwe for the Johan Janssen van Vuren yard. Has had 1 average run. Big negative, drawn 9 out of 9. But should have come on from that run. So race 1, I'm gone 5, 3, 4, 9. And as I said, guys, if the 5 looks well going down at their support, I will certainly be following that. Move on to the second race. This is the first leg of our bipot. Due off at 12:50 at classified stakes over 1,800 meters. And in the second race here, my first selection is horse number 3, Pottinger. Cabela Mazziani for Paulie Peter. Nicely drawn on the paint at 1. This one will jump, sit handy, and I'll make this the horse to beat. For second, we have gone for horse number 2, Cool Baikal. I think we gave this one as a value bet last time out, and this one ran second. Caden Brewer gets a ride here for Robbie Stage. And again, this should be staying on. And I do think that good enough to fill in one of the minor spots. For third, we've gone for horse number 6. And this is Toto's Dream. Diego de Gavea getting the ride for the Mike and Adam Azzi yard. Diego has ridden this the last 5 times. Some very, very decent form there. This will jump, set the pace. I'm just hoping Diego doesn't use it up too much. But again, certainly worth running trifectas and quartets. For fourth, we have gone for horse number 4, Sir Talon. Rachel Venica takes a trip up to Gauteng for Paulie Peter. This one is too inconsistent for me. Always losing ground at the start. If this one jumps on terms, I certainly think that this will go very, very close. However, too unreliable. If you take it exactas, throw this one in, but I certainly wouldn't put a cent on the nose. I'm not saying it can't win. If it jumps on terms, we'll go very, very close, but too unreliable, always losing ground at the start. Not a race to get involved in, guys, and we've gone 3, 2, 6, and 4. Move on to the third race on the card. And in the third race, we found the first of my value bets. Third race is due off at 13.25, maiden handicap, over 2,000 meters. And the third race, my first selection here is horse number 5, Main Mission. Caden Brewer getting the ride here for Roy Magner, nicely weighted, carrying 54. I do think that this one will love the 2,000 meter trip. And again, round about 5-1, I think this is great value. I really, really do. And as I said, one of my value bets. For second, we've gone for horse 6, the Kosana, JP van der Merwe for the Erica Verdenese yard. 2 good rides by JP. Certainly cannot be left out of calculations. Please note, it is Erica's only runner for the day. For third, we've gone for the 7. This is the filly in the race. This is Roslyn. Jeff Seister for Robin Klaassen. Again, the last 4 efforts have been fair. Steps up to the 2,000 meters. Should show pace. And if staying, certainly cannot be excluded. For fourth, we've thrown horse number 1, Clap of Thunder. I think this is the current tote favourite, Kabela Matsiani for the Crawford yard. This has had 4 runs in Gauteng, 3 seconds and a third. And I don't know if this one will get the distance. Likes the course, distance, question mark. And I'm prepared to take a chance that this one gets rolled. So race 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, and we think that the 5 is nice value at 5-1. We'll move on to the fourth race, the first leg of our pick 6, due off at 14.05, and merit rate at 68 handicap for the girls, to be run over 2,000 meters. And the fourth race, my narrow first selection here is horse number 1, Mirren. I see Pierre Stradham's getting a ride here for the Boetes Forsloo yard. They had a winner. When I say they, I'm talking about Byron Boetes, had a winner at Scottsville yesterday. Stradham getting the ride. I know this yard will punt the horse if it's right. So just watch for betting here. Stradham could ride 2 or 3 winners for the yard. And they certainly could get the 4th and 5th race double. So if you want to take small doubles, please do so. But like I say, my narrow first selection, horse number 1, Mirren. For second, I have gone for 3, Saint Anastasia. JP van der Merwe for Alec Laird. Again, last run under Nathan Klink was really, really good. Was running on, and I think the JP can hold this one up. Should be finishing when others have cried enough. Cannot be left out of any calculation. For third, we've gone for horse number 2, Seconda Aurori. Josh Solomon retaining the ride here for Paulie Peter. Not a bad run last time out, finishing just over 2 lengths behind Dancing Arabian. Did set the pace, and again should be staying on at the death. For fourth, we've gone for the 4. This is Stunning Kitten, Kabela Matsiani for the Matchet yard. Kabela gets back aboard this one. Very decent effort last time under Muzieni over 1,600 meters. This has had 1 run course and distance, guys. Take note. Did win on that occasion. And again, certainly cannot be left out of larger perms. So we've gone 1, 3, 2, and 4. Move on to the 5th race on the card. And the 5th race is due off at 14.40. Merit rate at 74 over 1,600 meters. And again, we've gone for the ultra consistent 1, Base UA. Again, striker straight in for the Byron Boetes Yvette Forsloo yard. This could be the second one in their double. Base UA loves this course. 3 runs, 2 first and a second. Loves this distance, or this course and distance. 2 runs for a win and a second. If I'm looking for a negative, carries 62. But, as I said, loves this course. For second, we have thrown in horse number 6. This is Stolen Thunder. Cabello Mazziani retaining the ride for the Crawford yard. I think this will jump. I think this will set the pace. And the last 2 runs, please guys, if you look there, drawn really, really, really badly. I certainly think this will go pretty close. And again, I'm not leaving out of any of our exotics. For third, we've gone for the 5, Electric Gold. Rachel Venica getting the ride here for Paulie Peter. One well last time out, beating Humble Tune, set the pace, did fine extra. And again, the form has been franked. The 4th horse came out and won. So again, should be included. Then for 4th, we've gone for the ultra consistent horse number 7, Silly Fella. Kiki de Mello getting the ride here for Fani Broncos. And again, form was there for all of us to see and should be included in larger perms. So race 5, 1, 6, 5, 7. And as I said, that could be the Striker Stradum Yvette Vosloo Bon Butcher's double. We'll move on to the 6th race on the card, guys. Due off at 15:10. Med rate at 83 for the girls to be run over 1,600 meters. And in the 6th race, my first selection here, and quite a strong first selection, is horse 2, Gilded Butterfly. Cabello Mazziani retaining the ride here for Stewie Pettigrew. This one, definitely the horse to beat, was a bob of the head behind Halloween last time out, lost a length at the start, and I think whoever beats Gilded Butterfly will win the race. As you know, we don't tip horses that are short as a best bet or value bet, but we think that this is the right one. For smaller punters, banker. For second, guys, we have thrown in horse number 6. And this is Quiet Rebellion. Kiki de Mello getting the ride for Stewie Pettigrew. This is a stable companion. How often have we seen the second choice come home and win? So we're certainly going to throw both of them in our exotics. And as I said, Kiki de Mello getting the ride. This has got some very, very strong form. Was behind our first selection last time out. Should strip a lot fitter this time. And again, maybe right up there when the whips are cracking. For third, we've gone for the 4, Linger No More. Marco van Rensburg for Corne Spiss. Nicely drawn at 1. Wasn't disgraced against Stronger last time out. If has a bit of luck in the running, can certainly be there and thereabouts. For 4th, we've thrown in horse number 1, Flame of Flower. We've got Rachel Venica again for Paulie Peter. Had a decent comeback run, finishing just over 2 lengths behind Dancing Arabian. Had excuses there. Gavin Arena dropped the crop, around about 300 out. And again, second run after rest, Rachel may get this one to run a drum. So we've gone 2, 6, 4, 1. And for smaller punters, we do think that 2 is the right one. For those that want to take a smaller percentage, throw in the stable companion with it. Race 7, guys, due off at 15:40. Middle stakes over 1,450 meters. And I think this is an absolute nightmare, putting as many as the budget would allow. Narrow first selection is 7, Cotinos. Kiki de Mello for the Magna Yard. This one well last time out under Striker Stradum. Moved up and held on. Has had 1 run course of distance, winning. And again, don't leave this one up. Don't leave this one out your permutations. For second, we have thrown in horse number 4, and this is Ballon d'Or. Stradum again for the Buttus Foster Yard. This one loves the course and distance, and for larger perms, throw in. For third, we've gone for the 6, and this is Suited Connector, JP van der Merwe for Paulie Peter. 1, 2 runs back over 1,400 meters. Last time out, ran behind Base UA, did have excuses, loved the distance, 5 runs, a win and 2/3 must be included. For 4th, we've gone for the 1, and this is Little Prince, Rachel Venica for Paulie Peter. Had excuses the last 2 outings, those were in feature races. Big negative, 29-week layoff, but if fit and well, should dawdle this one. But again, 29 weeks, wow. That's why I say, guys, very, very open. Put you in the field, or as many as the budget would allow. We've gone 7, 4, 6, and 1. We move on to the 8th race on the card. And in the 8th race, please just take note that horse number 7, Stormy Seas, has been scratched. The 8th is due off at 16.10, a med rated 84 handicap, to be run over 1,000 meters. And in this event, my first selection here, horse 3, Twice as Splendid, Caleb Brewer for Grant Maroon. This one finished 4th, just 2 3/4 lengths behind Barney's Pride last time. I think that was a very, very decent effort. Has had one run course and distance whereby it won, and again must be thrown into all your permutations. For second, we've gone for the 4, Drogier, Rachel Venica for Paulie Peter. This one ran second behind Irfan's Boy last time out, had excuses, finished the race respiratory noise, but the form has been franked, and again won its only course and distance attempt. For third, we've thrown in the 1, and this is Big Eyed Girl, Keegan DeMella for Johan Janssen van Vuren. This one drops in class, loves course and distance, 2 runs for a first and a third, must be included. Second run after a rest. And for fourth in the small field, we have gone for the 5, Chaivana Kabeda Matsiani for the Johan Janssen van Vuren yard. Did have excuses last time out, jockey felt something amiss and did not persevere, but won 2 on a trot prior to that. Big negative, first run from 16-week layoff. So race 8, 7 is scratched, leaves us with a 6-horse field, and we've gone 3, 4, 1, and 5. We move on to the lucky last, guys. This is race number 9. Due off at 1640, mid rate at 66, over 1,200 meters. And here we find the second of my value bets. When I say value bets, I think it's around about 5 to 2. I think this is great value at 5 to 2. And I think it's a couple of doubles, all to come places. With our first value bet in the third race, maybe this will get us a nice little holiday, a nice little weekend away. And this is horse number 1, Twice as Wild. Kabela Matsiani retaining the ride. Finished third, just under 1.5 lengths behind Red Carpet Girl last time. Did have excuses, was changing legs. I think if this is the right field for it, must go close. For second, we throw in horse number 8. And this is Irrevocable Dream. Marco van Rensburg getting the ride for the Broncos yard. Third run after rest, has some fair form. And again, had excuses last time out. The Boykie dropped the whip, and must be included in larger perms. For third, we've gone for the 4, Var Park. Josh Solomon's getting the ride for the Grant Maroon yard. Please take note, this is a maiden running against winners, has had a 15-week layoff, but last time out in the SA Nursery, our class ran second behind Profit the time before that, very, very speedy. Time before that in the Protean, another feature race behind Karangatang, had excuses. Mar Park, for larger perms, throw in. For fourth, we've gone for the 6. And this is Player, King Demella for Candice Dawson. We know she got married over the long weekend. We wish her the best of luck, her and Ali. And again, maybe good enough to fill in one of the minor spots. So race 9, 1, 8, 4, 6. We think that 1 is great value at 5 to 2. We recommend 1 or 2 doubles with it. The first race, as I said, guys, we've gone for a first timer. I don't like to tip first timers. Watch it go down. I love the breeding on this one. If it looks well, and there's a touch of support, maybe we follow. Stevie, I'm going to go back to you in the studio. Guys, take it easy. Look after yourselves. Break a leg. Thanks for everything. Go well. Cheers, mate.
Thanks for that, the postman. We appreciate that. I see there's a 9-race program, your bar pot and your PA and your jackpot 1 and jackpot 2. Your best bet, Twice as Wild at 2 to 1, and your value bet, Main Mission at 9 to 2. So hopefully those can arrive for the boys and we can keep our hot form rolling. Guys, keep listening to the the podcast and the Telegram, and if we have anything, we will put it up and send it through to you guys. Thank you to the loyal subscribers for renewing your subscriptions, and remember, we always try and put you guys first. So I'm going to end this video now. All in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.